Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah, and on this channel we talk all things home decor, home aesthetics, mixing high and low with new and old. And in today's video, we are discussing some spring refresh ideas. So if this is something you are interested in watching, just keep on watching. All right, so in today's video, I have composed a list of some fun ideas for springtime, summertime on things you can update, refresh when it comes to your outdoor space. I know many of you guys are still underneath snow, so save this video for when you do get some sunshine and are going to be transitioning for that outdoor spring season. This list is not gonna be groundbreaking. We are just gonna cover some things that I have been updating here in my home. We have a lot of things happening outside my space right now. We are in year 5 of living in this home, and we are finally just now finishing our landscaping. And so I'm really excited to give you guys an outdoor refresh and show you my outdoor space and what it is that we have been working on. I was planning on making you guys this video last year, but a lot of the items that I was waiting on, because we did do all new outdoor furniture, never arrived. So I am now giving you guys this video a year later. So be on the hunt for that video, but let's dig into this list. So the first thing, and honestly one of the bigger items when it comes to refreshing your space, is your textiles, your outdoor pillows and your outdoor rugs. So we're gonna start with rugs first, because I feel like this is an area that a lot of people tend to do cheaper rugs for outside, and I'm gonna go against the grain on that. I definitely think you should invest good money in a good outdoor rug. My reasoning is because when you are buying cheap rugs, what are we doing? We are refreshing them every single year, and those rugs are ending up in our landfill. Whereas if you were to just invest a little bit of money on a nicer outdoor rug that is going to last you years down the road, that's going to prevent that issue and that big snowball from happening. I recently picked up a rug from McGee & Co. that I can't wait to feature for our outdoor space, and I definitely think investing in something that's going to last you longer is not only going to help our environment, but it's going to be a bigger price up front, but it's going to last you longer than your cheaper rugs, because you're going to constantly be buying them, replacing them, constantly buying, replacing, and it's just a vicious cycle. So again, when it comes to rugs, spend a little bit more money up front, but it's gonna last you longer, and it's gonna keep those rugs out of our landfill. And secondly, when it comes to pillows, I definitely think we could do cheaper on the outdoor pillows. Shopping, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, they have a really great selection of outdoor pillows, but make sure you are taking care of those pillows. I would recommend make sure you are storing them in an outdoor container, or at least bringing them in so they're not just sitting in the elements, because as we know, the sun is so hard on things, and that is where we have to constantly be changing them because they get bleached out from the sun. And so definitely remove those pillows, but I think that is a really easy thing to make your space feel fresher, a little bit more inviting. You can absolutely change out your colors, but you could also do outdoor covers too, so you're not having to store a bunch of pillows all the time. Just replace the covers like usual, like we do with our indoor spaces, and just have them tucked away in an outdoor area. So number 1 on this list is a nice outdoor rug to do a refresh, and switching up your textiles and making sure you are caring for them so that you get that nice longevity out of them. The second item for refreshing, and is the epitome of spring and summer in my opinion, are outdoor lanterns and outdoor hurricane glasses. Starting with outdoor hurricane glasses, I think these make a really great table topper. So if you have maybe a coffee table or a really cool side table that you want to add these hurricane glasses to, these are awesome for not only putting maybe your citronella candles in, a faux candle pillar in, you can also add tabletop fire pits. I purchased these last year on Amazon. I love these for their ambiance, and they're also multifunction. So if you want to do maybe you want to roast a marshmallow with your kids, this is also a really great option, especially if maybe you're in like an apartment patio type situation. These are awesome. And if you are wanting not a hurricane glass, I also love lanterns. I think lanterns are obviously a great thing for decor when it comes to an outdoor patio space, maybe popping them in a corner with some faux candles in there. They just add that just fun decor for your outdoor space. So 2 items to be on the refresh: hurricane glasses as well as outdoor lanterns. Number 3 is potted plants. I love incorporating plants within my outdoor space. And one thing I really enjoy when it comes to this general area is mixing different types of breed of plant with different variations of pots. So you can do one pot at different heights and levels, or you could have a variety of different pots. So you kind of have this really beautiful cluster of outdoor plants. And then mixing your breeds, finding things that complement one another. For example, we have a cluster of potted plants on our patio currently that have like lavender and agave and different types of breeds of plants to make it a little bit more visually interesting. And this can apply to any home. Doesn't matter if you're in a house, a condo, or an apartment patio. I think incorporating those potted plants really makes a huge difference to really almost soften an area, just because a patio tends to be obviously a little bit more cold. It's typically on concrete or a really hard surface. So bringing in that potted nature element is really going to help benefit and soften that space. Another thing you could do with potted plants, maybe you're in a smaller area, is having your different types of herbs. So you could do your basil, your cilantro, having really fun little herb garden, potted plants kind of moment would also be a really great alternative for those that are in maybe a smaller space. So potted plants is the other item to add for your spring refresh. Wicker elements, I feel, are spring, summer. I love incorporating them. I think it adds texture, it adds warmth. And so this category is going to definitely be more from like a decor standpoint, not necessarily something that's a little bit more functional, like say our potted plants. I think bringing in trays, if you have a little outdoor section, even if you want to bring some wicker baskets, again, these are going to be things that you'd probably have to remove. It wouldn't be something you could just have out all the time because of obviously sun and the damage from it. But wicker trays, wicker baskets, anything that has that wicker exterior or element would be a really great thing to add to your outdoor space. You could even bring in a nice little wicker poof. So if you have maybe some seating area and you want to bring in that wicker element, they make some really beautiful little additional seating poofs or ottomans that you could add to that space as well. Definitely be on the hunt at like TJ Maxx, Home Goods for those wicker type elements. Another item to update your space when it comes to outdoor entertaining, for those of us who have people over during the spring and summer months or having parties, and I think resin items are super important, especially for breakage and just being a little bit more carefree. Resin is like plastic. They make it look so much like glass that it honestly sometimes is, you can't even tell the difference unless you're feeling it in your hand. I obviously head to Home Goods very frequently for my channel, as well as sharing items on Instagram, and they have a huge selection of all things resin in their outdoor section. They're just so elevated and sophisticated, and you would never know that it was resin unless you picked it up. Resin's also really great for honestly breakage, and if you have little ones. If your little one wants to go outside with a cup, you're not going to be so worried about it if it was, say it was glass. So I definitely think adding those resin items to your kind of toolbox of outdoor entertaining items is also very beneficial, and they're usually very inexpensive, so you can pick these up fairly cheap at say TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and Marshalls. Another item you can add to your spring and summer toolbox is outdoor lighting. This can come in a variety of different ways, but the biggest is going to be outdoor ping pong lighting. Now this could be hung on the railing of an apartment and condo. This could also be strung overhead if maybe you have a pergola on an outdoor patio. I think having string lighting is very, very beneficial. It just makes your outdoor space feel that much more cozy, and it kind of gives that really beautiful and romantic ambiance. Just like our indoor spaces, lighting is a very huge key factor of your space. The overall feeling that it gives off. Your outdoor space is no different. So that's why we layer in that ping pong lighting, your candle light, your hurricanes, your lanterns. Having those different layers of lighting when it comes to an outdoor area is honestly going to make a huge difference, especially for those that like to entertain and have people over. It's really going to set the mood. So don't sleep on your ping pong lighting, your LED candle lights. Anything that is going to have that beautiful ambiance is very beneficial for your outdoor spring space. The second to last item on this kind of spring outdoor refresh, this one is not essential, but this is something that my husband and I actually added last spring to our outdoor space, and we really love the way this looks, and it's outdoor curtain paneling. Now, if you are new to my channel, how my home works is I have a really huge accordion glass door that is right in front of me that leads to our outdoor California room, that then leads out to our backyard. We have added curtains to these panelings, which you guys will see in my spring outdoor refresh. And it has just given our space this like almost resort feel, kind of luxury space. It is just for decor purposes, so this is not something we close all the way across. Again, we just have it on the outsides, which again, you guys will see in an upcoming video, but it's just really made this outdoor space feel a little bit more luxurious in my opinion. Now, if you don't have an outdoor California room like me, you could add these to a pergola, having it be more functional on a pergola. So if you wanted privacy, you could close them. You could add these to an apartment patio. I'm sure there's plenty of things that you could do that don't require too much drilling for, again, that look and again, a privacy factor. And I just really love how these look. And these are geared towards outdoors, so they can be in the rain, they can be in the elements, they don't fade. I will link that information down below. And again, stay tuned for that video. But outdoor curtain paneling is another thing that you could do to refresh your outdoor space. And the last two items on this spring outdoor refresh is your outdoor mat and your wreath. The wreath is such a fun thing to add to your front door because it is the first thing that someone sees when they come into your home. It's also a great way to determine what season we are in. Are you one that enjoys a really bright colored wreath, or are you one that enjoys a very neutral colored wreath? These wreaths can be picked up essentially anywhere from Amazon, At Home, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and they're fairly inexpensive, but a really great way to refresh a space. You could even have a box to have all of your different wreaths for different seasons in, just like you would your stems. The second item is a doormat. Doormats are also a really great way to bring in that freshness for an outdoor space, especially your entryway. And it's also really cool to see what people pick. Do they have something like meet the Naylors, or do they have something that is a little bit more simple? What is it that people pick for their front door space is actually very interesting to me, and how they curate that entryway space, if it's really styled or if it's very minimal. These are two really great things to add to that list of refreshing and helping that space feel a little bit more just reflective of the spring season. So that is the last item on this spring outdoor refresh list. All right, you guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this spring outdoor refresh and some things to just keep on your radar if you are starting to shop for ways to freshen up this space. Again, stay tuned for my outdoor refresh / reveal of our home. I'm super excited to share this space with you guys because it's not one that I share very often. So until the next time, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.